guys, confidence coaches for kids here, or maybe I should say kindness coaches.
Because that's what we're going to talk about today, spreading that kindness.
I'm Keisha Gutierrez.
I'm Krista Press.
And we want to talk about kindness.
Yeah.
We talked about it before.
Yeah.
We got the earrings to spread kindness like
Yeah.
confetti.
Yeah.
We need to talk about it some more.
We do. We actually want to tell you about some things that have been going on in our lives in the last, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yes.
So we had the opportunity to listen to a couple of really awesome speakers that were sharing how one was a teacher and one was a student, but the student now is a grown man. But they were sharing their relationship and their connection and how things had changed the path for this gentleman.
Yeah.
And anyways, part of that was really being purposeful and looking for kindness, and that being like a job in a classroom.
Right.
And so we have implemented that in our classroom.
Yeah, so there's some really exciting things happening at our school. We have, there's so many things, but I think one of the things that we're really excited about is we actually at our school, we had some 6th grade girls come to us and they watched a recent TED Talk and they are actually acting as kindness secret agents. So what's that mean? That means they are on the lookout for kindness undercover all the time.
They are, yeah. And there's different ways that they share that kindness that they spot or see. So one of the ways they do that are we have little buckets, because you want to be a bucket filler, not a bucket dipper.
Don't
people.
dip those buckets.
And they write kind, positive notes. Everyone has an opportunity to write notes and stick them in people's buckets when they notice things or they want to make somebody's day. They notice someone's feeling down. But also we keep a classroom kindness journal, and so
This is really cool.
oh, it's like the
Really
best
cool.
part. And I'm not the only one geeking out, loving it in the classroom.
Kids, really, it's kid driven. That's the cool
Yes,
thing.
it is amazing how kindness changes things, you guys. The kids.
It's amazing how when you look for kindness, everything changes.
Yeah.
When you have that
Yes.
mindset where you're constantly looking for it, it shows up.
Totally. So the kindness recorder keeps a journal, and when they notice kindness happening, whether it's on the playground, at recess, in the hallways during passing period, they make note of it in the journal, and then other students come to that kindness recorder and they share things that they see as well. And then at the end of each day, they report out the different things that have been shared with kindness, and to see the looks on everyone's faces, it's priceless. It's priceless. My hands look huge when I get close to the camera. Sorry.
So the great thing is that if you, like for the teachers out there, if you do things like a morning meeting or a closing circle, this is an excellent way to end your day, because who doesn't want to end on a high note, right?
Yeah.
Focusing on the positive of the day. I know that helps me.
Yeah, it's calming. There's calmness within the classroom. There's celebration, and there's community building.
Yeah.
And trust, right? So, and then back to the kids. We want to challenge you all.
A challenge.
A challenge.
A kindness challenge.
Yes. My dad says that all the time. Challenge.
Well, we're not going to just talk about kindness and not ask you to do something. We're trying to change the world here, right?
We're on a mission, people, and you're helping us.
One
Come
kindness
on.
act at a time.
Yes. Okay, so educators, we encourage you to implement something like this in your classroom or within your school. Kids, let's do something. Let's be secret kindness agents.
Yes.
Let's write positive notes only. I know sometimes we get frustrated or upset, but that does no good. That backfires. Positive notes only, and not just to your BFFs. Look for them, and if you feel nervous about it, it can be anonymous.
Oh,
It can
anonymous
totally be
is way better. Way better.
It's actually, it's fun because there's some mystery to it.
Yeah.
But write some stickies. Do a couple every day. Notice it. Look for it. I think you will be amazed at what you see out there, the reactions on people's faces.
I think the reality is too in education, especially in Oregon, there's a lot going on, and we've got budget cuts we're dealing with, we've got high class sizes, and I'm telling you, if you want a way to really change the climate and culture of your classroom or your building, focusing on kindness goes a long way. I know it's working for us at Jackson.
Totally is. And you know what? I want to speak to you middle schoolers and high schoolers, but really specifically to you middle schoolers, because you, for the first time, come together. 5 to 6 schools merge into one here in our school district. So, and I'm sure it's like this in other schools across the country and the world, but you are now seeing different faces, and that can be intimidating because you might only have 1 or 2 people from your elementary school in your middle school classes. So my daughter has just started middle school, and I am loving the connections and the different things that are happening within her classroom or her different classes with people that she doesn't know. And we feel awkward to be like, hey, my name's Krista, like, nice to meet you. Like that's not a typical like teenager.
No, you guys don't
greeting.
Even shake hands.
No,
right?
no, you don't do that.
That's not a kid thing.
No. So like it's fun. It's like, what a cool way to make a connection or a relationship with someone.
Through kindness. Just noticing something.
Yeah.
And you know what? Honestly, if you do it anonymous, eventually that person's gonna figure out your handwriting, right? And then you'll just be touched that you took the time to notice something positive.
Yeah. So be some secret kindness agents out there, and please respond. Tell us like what happens, and if you notice like the person's facial expression and the reaction and the different things you see, right?
Yeah. So we hope you take our challenge.
The challenge. You know what? Sorry. One more thing is on my mind, and I hope I don't get in trouble for this because I'm encouraging goodness. Look, she's nervous about this. Where am I going? I don't remember.
Sometimes she doesn't talk about it beforehand, and she just
as you've learned, like stuff just comes. There's a book out there. I can't remember the name of it. It's a fictional book. I think it takes place in a middle school, and they write sticky notes. They're not allowed to have cell phones or something like that. And they write sticky notes. Now, again, only good notes, guys. Only good notes. But oh my gosh, what if like notes start, like all these kind notes start popping up on people's lockers?
That's a great idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Make it happen.
I'm not in trouble.
Make it happen.
How cool would that be, you guys? How cool. Thanks for helping me in math class. And then you stick it on the what do you call it? A locker.
Yeah.
It's again from here to here.
Fast. I know. So like we said, we hope you take our kindness challenge. We hope that you strive to help someone else have a fabulous day, because it's those little things that really add up.
And we challenge you, challenge. Because you know what? I want middle school principals, high school principals, like tweeting out what's happening? Why are there sticky notes everywhere? Kind notes.
You're welcome, Mr. Goalie.
That's right.
Changing the climate.
We got you. All right, you guys, do it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hey guys, no. Sorry.
Should we
Kindness coaches is what I was gonna say.
It's okay because we're gonna talk about that, but before
go start it.